Welcome back. And if it's your first time, welcome to Keep It a Secret Home and Garden. What we're going to show you today is after 11 inches of rain and a month of nightmare, I'm going to do my first waterings with the Dairy Dew compost nutrients. And I'm also going to give you a corn tip. Have you ever woke up and thought, am I in a Children of the Corn movie? Stay tuned. You got to see this. And hey, I'm going to give you a tip on why you should never shuck your corn at the corn stand. All right? All right, join us today. I'll thank you. Thank you very much. And if you like the videos, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications, and stay tuned for more Bubba Laughs in the Garden. Lots of fun. We keep it interesting at Keep It a Secret Home and Garden. Keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. Please join us. August 1st, I'd be loving me some 1911. Hey, you guys ever wake up and feel like you're in a Children of the Corn movie? I do almost every day. Somebody will say something just totally ridiculous to me, and I'm like, oh my God, are you Malachi? Children of the Corn. Oh my God, please help us. Anyway, check this out, 1911 Urena. Oh, I'm loving it, look at the shape. She's gonna be orange. Thank you, Leonardo. Thank you. It was a flip of the coin, the 1911 one. And son, I hope to meet you. I hope, Leonardo, I hope you're going to be at Nut Tree. If not, I might skip over to Half Moon Bay a few days later and meet you there. But I'm hoping to bring this pumpkin. I don't really want to bring my ugly pumpkin. I just took the liberty of measuring it. We're at an OTT of 272. And the vine is kinked and not bad, but I have to, it's time to break out the come along or get another person. You see that bend? It's starting to, it'll be okay. Not a big deal at this point in time, but it needs to be dealt with. Need to slide her back. I tried, I can't do it. I need a second person with a good grip, one on each corner. I may try to do that, or I'm gonna get a come along. Might be easier to bring somebody back in here. All right, Jack's at camp. He ain't really big enough. All right, time to water. Let's water the plants. What I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer, this water's been setting, this 200 gallons has been setting, and I added a pinch of borax. One mistake I made this year, one big mistake, I did not spread the borax on my soil. The reason I didn't is because the Birdman spread down 4 times the recommended amount one year, and then he did his soil test the next spring, and he thought, oh my God, I'm going to have huge boron levels. Well, he didn't. He was back to just weak to normal. So it leaches off. So the whole thing is, unless you depend on your soil, most of that borax is going to leach off. Borax is 11% boron. So what I want to do is add it to each watering. I add like a 1/4 teaspoon of borax every 100 gallons and add it to the watering, so the boron's in the waterings. And I don't do it every watering. With this place being deleted, I probably will do it in 4 out of 5 waterings, but not every watering. You don't want it to build up and get toxic, because it will build up on the root system. We'll temporarily hold it. The plant will try to take it in, and it could become toxic. So anyways, all right, 272 inches on the OTT. Please, somebody pull out a GPC chart, the most current, and tell me, what is that in pounds? Tell me in pounds. I like to talk pounds. I do not know OTT charts. But here, we're going to transfer this water into this 50-gallon drum, and I'm going to feed them 50 gallons at a time. And actually, I'm sorry, not that water. We're going to take this water because it's already warmed up. This warmed up water has been sitting here for a couple of days, and bring it over into this 50-gallon drum and mix my nutrients in that. All right, I've added a little bit of organic kelp for the amino acids, liquid seaweed concentrate from Morgan's Composting. I'm mixing that in the drum right now. Sorry for the noise, but you got to do what you got to do. I add a little additional calcium. I want a little boost of calcium, so I added that. Just because I had extra laying around, want to use it up. And then I also added a cupful of Morgan Stress Blaster. And I added a little bit of humic acid that I had. I'm trying to get the plants to take in some nutrients. We are now in a cool down. We're in the 70s. Go figure, we go from rain-mageddon to now 70s Mageddon. Low 80s, 70s, beautiful weather. Probably much better than getting scorched, I will say that. So we're gonna apply that today with the hose. I'm just gonna hand water. And yes, I'm trucking all this water back. There's 150 gallons of water in the tank. Once I'm done here today, drawing out of here, I will go ahead and fill it so it has all day to warm up. And I'm gonna give each plant 50 gallons a day. I wanna go light because I know there's still, after 11 inches of rain, there's still a lot of water in the plant. I'm trying to just water the root system. I'm gonna try to keep it in the root area, not out here. If you dig out here, you'll find moisture. There's no roots to absorb it. Check your root system. Your root system's dry. I'll link this back to Bubba's moisture meter. You can bury a tube of caulk or a jar of fertilizer, an empty jar, bury it in the soil before you grow, and you can pull that jar out of the soil, stick your finger in and check your moisture. I don't trust electronic instruments. I just don't trust them. I trust my finger. The finger knows, all right? The finger feels moisture, no water. Feels starting to dry out, time to water. All right, this is called big thumb watering. You might be a redneck if you like to do big thumb watering. I'm gonna water this in. The mix might be a little strong, so I decided, you can see the golden brown from the humic acid. I'm gonna water this in and I'm gonna rinse the plant off just to make sure I haven't overdone it. So I think I'll do 25 gallons on this plant, maybe give 5 gallons to the melons, and then run up and give 20 to that plant, and then come back and do a milder solution and rinse it off. All right, the watering, the feeding is done. And now, we are now taking and transferring. I have 150 gallons of well water. It's going back in the tank for tomorrow's watering. It's called the circle of life, the wheel of fortune. Children of the Corn Watering 101. Thanks for joining me today. Don't let me forget, Green Mount Superflex hose. I'm loving them. I drug them up here to this house, to that house. No kinking, baby, no kinking. Bubba don't like any kind of kinky stuff. So there you go. There you have it. Check out my links to buy your Superflex Green Mount water hoses. Awesome, I love them. Check out my traditional watermelon too. It's not a great shape, but I got a traditional watermelon going on the traditional plant. There's two. Stay tuned for future videos. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to choose which watermelon. All right, so here's your corn tip. I pulled up this corn stand the other day, and I looked, and all these people were shucking the corn. They were shucking the corn and shoving it in their bags. I'm thinking, wow, really? So I actually went up and I said, hey, shucker. And this lady said, who you calling a shucker? I said, you. Aren't you shucking that corn? She said, yeah. And I said, well, are you gonna eat that corn today? She said, no, I'm not really sure when we're gonna eat it. I said, really? I said, do you realize that you're really shortening the shelf life of that corn by shucking it? That, you know, every hour after you shuck it, every hour it's losing flavor. And if you want it fresh, you should just shuck it right before you boil it. So anyways, hey, everybody, leave your comment below and tell me, are you a shucker? I'd like to hear from you. And tell me, how long do you boil your corn? After, you typically, I put the corn in the cold water. How long do you boil it? And do you add a pinch of sugar to your water to give it a little more flavor? All right, I'd like to hear your comments about that. All right, here's your corn tip for the day. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you had a whale of a time, and I want to thank you. Thank you very much for joining us, and I hope you learned a few things, and I know I learn it every day. I had a guy tell me one time out in Palo Alto, California, Billy Paulson told me, you stop learning when you're dead. All right, I'm still learning every day. I got lots to learn. And I really appreciate learning from Josiah, Mike Smith, Travis, all the guys out there. Chase, you can learn from everybody. We all learn from everybody. So hey, join us, and thank you very much. Keep it a secret, home and garden, keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. We're having a whale of a time in the garden.